Well, thank you, Mark. Transradial is a medical device company with a new technology to stop bleeding after an interventional procedure that goes through the wrist. This technology is superior and that will save the hospital money. It's going to improve patient comfort and eliminate complications. So an interventional procedure or a procedure such as angiograms, angioplasty, and stent delivery, that 60% of those procedures are now going through the wrist instead of the groin. They simply make a puncture hole in the radial artery, which is the artery in the wrist. They deliver the catheters and the wires and other equipment, do the procedure, and then remove all of that. And what's left behind is a hole in the artery that is going to continue to bleed. So a tourniquet is placed, and that tourniquet goes 360 degrees around the arm, has a bladder that forces compression and creates significant discomfort for the patient and can cause a radial artery occlusion. The safe device is set and forget. It doesn't require nurses and staff members to fool with it. Just put it on once. As you can see from the hole there, that's the artery, and the red dot is where the puncture site is, where the bleeding is. This device will take suction and it will pull the artery up against the surrounding tissue within the wrist, the fascia and so forth, that blocks the hole and stops the bleeding, but keeps the artery open versus the tourniquet, which compresses the artery. What this is going to do is going to reduce and eliminate the radial artery occlusion. It's going to be much more comfortable for the patient, and it'll reduce staff time by over 80%, saving about $50 per procedure. The market in the US, EU, and Japan in 2026, about 315 million, growing to 417 million in 2036. Terumo has the majority of the market with their tourniquet device, and then Abbott, Merit, Teleflex, and others are in this market as well. We don't really look at these as competitors. We look at these as target companies because our strategy is to have our device acquired by one of these large and other multinationals that you will see after we finish the 510(k) process in the next 12 months and have the product approved. We have completed 17 clinical cases. All of it was 100% success. The set and forget worked. It was easy to do, very pain-free for the patient, and there were no artery occlusions. We have we have five exits over worth $1 billion between the three of us. I am Randy Hubble, the CEO. My most recent exit was with Carmel, a spin out of Carnegie Mellon that took and listed on the NASDAQ last summer. Cardiva Medical was acquired for $500 million by Haemonetics in the same space, which was a femoral artery closure device. And I had 13 years at J&J and also at Boston Scientific. Ron and Steve are the co-inventors and co-founders. Ron, Dr. Caputo, is an interventional cardiologist with 80 peer-reviewed publications. He's already sold one of his companies to Medtronic. Steve has developed many devices over the years with many patents. Our business model is to be acquired, and so the revenue projections you have here is leveraging the infrastructure that exists within these companies. They already have significant field and personnel, sales and marketing people. We do not need to replicate that. So as I put these revenue projections together based off my experience and based off of what their capabilities are, this revenue projection will support a business case of an acquisition of over $60 million. Transradial has complete worldwide rights to the technology from Transluminal. Transluminal owns 70% of the company. We're selling 30% of the company through a Series A. We have had $500,000 committed. We're raising $2.5 million for $3 million total raise. We look to exit in 18 months or so, and it should be a 4 to 6x return on investment. See you in the breakout, and thank you for your time.